Another day, another load of laundry. Man, you know what? Growing up, I always did my laundry. As far back as I can remember, I always did my laundry. But obviously now we're a family of 6. And nobody ever told me that laundry was never ending, or I just never realized it. Growing up, it was just my mom, my dad, my little brother, and I. So I guess that explains why I didn't know for a family of 6 how much laundry there was. And my husband comes from a very big family. He's the 9th child from 11 children, and he always tells me how his mom was always washing, and now I understand. With a load of laundry ready to go, I decided it was time to get ready for the day, starting off by doing baby girl's hair. She hates me doing her hair, but today she was rather calm with it. She has a hard time with me tugging on her hair, and I guess it hurts. But I love doing her hair. I like to keep her engaged so she can help me and get her a little distracted. And I usually like to have one-on-one conversations with my girls. I usually do their hair, so it gives us some time to just talk about whatever it is that is on their mind or mind, but usually it just revolves around them. Boy, do I have some stories. I feel like having conversations with them around this time really helps us bond. So it's really nice. But yeah, back to those stories. Maybe for another time, but there's some good ones. I feel like finding a one-on-one time with each of our kids is very important, and hair time was just that time for us. Now it's time for some class time before we get all our activities in for the day. If I haven't mentioned it before, my kids are homeschooled. I made this decision, I believe it was in the 2024-2025 school year. I have a neighbor who, I believe she has homeschooled her 2 kids. I think their whole school career. We got to talking one day, and she really motivated me into jumping in to doing the homeschool. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know if I could do it. I was scared. It was something that I've always wanted to do, but I never felt, I don't know, maybe I was not capable, smart enough, I don't know, all of the things. But I did it. It was amazing. It has been an amazing experience. We love it. My kids were a little apprehensive at first, They didn't want to leave their friends. But I really wanted to try this, and, I got them all on board. We have been so happy. We have been able to experience so much that otherwise we would never have been able to experience. I feel like my kids have grown so much within themselves. They have learned so much about themselves. I feel like our relationships within just our little family have strengthened so much. I really see how the relationship between my children has grown and tightened so much. I love it. It comes with struggles. I have really struggled all my life with Things like structure, time management, being on time, that's a big one. And I really challenged myself with all of those things, as if I didn't already have a challenge. You know, being a mom, running a household is a challenge. Being a wife, I really wanted to, I guess, torture myself. No, but it's been really nice. Like, we could get into all of that in another video. One of my daughters, we were able to diagnose her through the homeschool system with dyslexia. That's another topic that I want to touch on, and I want to invite her with me so she can give her experience on it as well. It's a really good one. We had decided to go on a walk. We picked up my mom, and there's a new puppy over there, so it was a whole pit stop full of fun. Needless to say, my kids want a puppy now, but it's not happening. They are cute and adorable, and I love them, but I just have way too many plans, not enough time. Maybe later on in the future, we can get one for ourselves. Our cat is enough for now. And we finally made it on our walk. I like taking the kids to this park right here. There's a little lake. There's plenty of room. There's a lot of people walking, whether it's older people or, you know, people walking their dogs. There's a lot to see. My mom has been wanting to come walk, and she hadn't been to this park before, so you know, we went ahead and brought her here. We wanted to get our 5,000 steps to get us closer to our 10,000 step goal. Yeah. Oh my God, that's a lot. That is a lot of ardillas. Squirrels. I made her go around the lake. Then we did one around the football fields. And then we were supposed to do a whole lap, the big lap, around the soccer fields. Pero they couldn't hang anymore. And then I promised Johnny and Paulina that they were going to play afterwards, and they're so tired. La que quería caminar ya no aguantó. My mom and my kids were complaining. My mom got a blister on her foot. My kids were too tired to play at the park anymore. Guess who's back? It's laundry. I decided to do a quick load before we headed off to jump at the trampoline place. It's called Rush. They're constantly changing it here. No, it's called Flight now. I really like this washing machine. It really helps me out. I tend to forget to put the detergent and softener and all of those things. So it has a little compartment where I can pour the detergent, and it's good for a couple loads, and it lets me know when it's running low, and then I have to fill it up again. and it's really helped me out a lot. This is the first time that I ever have a washing machine like this, so I thought it was worth a mention. And we're finally where the kids had been waiting for. Flight. I love to bring them here. We have a membership, and I love to bring the kids whenever it's school hours because there's not a lot of kids and they get pretty much the whole thing to themselves. They have a lot of fun. They have these events. I'm not sure how often they have them, but whenever they have like a special event, my husband and I are able to jump for free with the kids, and we have a lot of fun. When we came back home, my husband took them on a little bike ride. He got some new bikes for our older girls and for himself. And this is where we wrapped up our day. Thanks for watching.